Roller coasters are triggering Apple Watch and iPhone crash detection. This is a new feature for iPhone 14s as well as the Apple Watch 8 that is able to detect car crashes, for example, and send out an alert to emergency services within 10 seconds. Unfortunately, there seems to be a lot of false positives, with emergency services being alerted when someone is, for instance, strapped to a roller coaster. Just like you should strap yourself to the roller coaster of the tech news by following this channel. Wasting time of emergency responders is obviously a big issue, so if you're going to be experiencing any rapid changes in your momentum, you may want to toggle the feature off, which can then also be a problem if you forget to toggle it back on. So maybe Apple should implement a more easily accessible toggle for the feature. So this seems a pretty unfortunate development for Apple, at least. So of course the feature is based on the readings of the internal gyroscope and other various types of sensors to be able to predict whether you have been in an accident or not. And the thing is, you can only fine-tune these algorithms as much as you possibly can, so it's obviously not going to be a perfect system. So unfortunately, there's just going to be a lot of false positives, especially when you go on something like a roller coaster, or maybe if you go racing, because you are literally going to be experiencing similar forces as if you were in an actual crash. You know, I mean, perhaps you just go play on some bumper cars, right? You are literally going to be in many crashes. So it's going to be very difficult for your phone to differentiate what you're doing, you know, with just the data available from the sensor. So this is a pretty cool feature. It definitely has potential to save lives, for example. Of course, Apple should probably add some sort of an easy toggle switch. That would probably be the best way to go with. And but yeah, even at that point, there's just no way of really making it perfect. You know, maybe they should set up some sort of a department. You know, maybe they get alerted and they can check the data. Maybe they can even call you, and if you don't answer in like 10 seconds, then they actually send someone out. It's just, you know, fundamentally, it's just not a perfect sensor. You know, there's only so much data that you have to go on, and then you just simply have a few of these parameters. You know, if this sort of a force exceeds this value, then, well, the person has probably been in a crash, and that's the point when it's gonna alert something. So pretty unfortunate, because some of the people whose time you absolutely should not be wasting are emergency responders. So it's gonna be interesting how Apple might fine-tune this algorithm, what they might do software-wise, add in a toggle button. But yeah, it's unfortunate. You know, there's just, this feature basically works with just collecting some basic data from the sensors on the phone. So there's only so much data to go off of.